Yeah, we can start out with the salute. There we go. And since the camp is small, man, we might just stay here. See how little they start talking. Yeah, we can. Okay. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we'd like to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash.
I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. And we got a GMS Mississippi camp, but more importantly, we got a Hebrew Israelites, man. Out here once again, out here once again, week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of America, man. All right? Out here once again, week out, tell our people who we are, man. Tell our people who they are, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. All right, I want somebody to open up with Michael 4:10 with Bakasha, man. See, his spirit hit you like, damn. The Most High give us a breather outside the matrix for like 2 hours, man. Because all week you're in the matrix, you get caught up in the matrix, man. All right, but we're out here once again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, yeah, you got it, brother.
Hey, this is Ezekiel 37:15. The word of Yahweh came again to me, saying, moreover, you son of man, take you one stick and write on it for Judah and for the sons of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write on it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Now, what is the stick for Judah and Ephraim? It's what we call the 12 tribes of Israel. And they was two different sticks because we were separated from as the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right, the southern kingdom being the kingdom of Judah, or the northern kingdom being the kingdom of Ephraim. Go ahead.
Verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in your hand.
And this is the one stick. Go ahead.
Verse 18, and when the sons of your people shall speak unto you, saying, what will you not show us what you mean by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph.
Wait a minute. They didn't have to do that 2,000 years ago. When the Israelite walked past the stick, he didn't have to see his name tagged by a tribe. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. What is that? They knew who we were back then. All right.
We're back in 19 again. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in your hand.
Right. So that's where we are, man. And this is real news right here. This is a real event happening. All right. The so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans are waking up to their nationality. The elect of the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. Or Native, Latino, Hispanic Americans, man. They're waking up to who they are. This is what's really important and what's really happening in 2024. All right. Not anything else is important, man. All right, you got Micah 4:10.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field.
What happened 2,000 years ago, around 70 AD, man? We went forth out of Jerusalem. Roman persecution, man. All right, which is about to happen again in the name of Jacob's trouble. All right, go ahead. Start from the top again about the shot.
Good. This is the book of Micah, chapter 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. Follow now, for now shalt thou go forth out of the city,
out of Jerusalem, Roman persecution, like the brother said,
and thou shalt dwell in the field.
What is the field? It's so-called Africa, man. All right, from 70 AD to around 1619, in a period of about 1,500 years, we dwelt in the field. All right, that's why we get confused with so-called Africans, although we're not Hamites, we're not so-called Africans. All right, go ahead.
And thou shalt go even to Babylon.
Wait a minute, so we went out of the city, which is Jerusalem, into the field, which is the continent, so-called Africa. All right, the land of Ham, even into Babylon. So even unto Babylon, go ahead.
There shalt thou be delivered.
There shalt thou be delivered. All right? So we're not going to have to build no black, so-called black Israelite Wall Street in America. We're not going to have to get planes and fly to Israel. Which that was a bad plan for the Israelites that's in what's that, the Moab Israel? The Moab Israel? That was a bad idea. I haven't heard anything about them since this little war, man.
Right.
These little squirmers they got going on. That's a bad idea, man.
Yeah, that's the #1 target.
Yeah.
When Iran, Iran got a target list, and the moon at the top, because that's how Israel make their nuclear weapons, is through that plant. So that's like one of the #1 targets. If they ever go directly, if it's full blown, yeah, they through. They gonna wipe that bitch out.
Yep.
And also, just to back this point up, also the field is a representation for the world too. Because we went throughout the four corners of the world, just to back up the point. Matthew 13:8, the field is the world. The good seed are the sons of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked.
And that's a beautiful point, and I'm glad you brought that out because part of their obscurity is we just think we were in Africa. Even before we came into the knowledge, we just thought we were Africa. But Jacob was in Portugal, Spain, Russia, Siberia. I think Siberia goes back to Hebrew. Or Iberia. Iberia goes back to Hebrew. Yeah. So Jacob was in Asia. Jacob was in India. So yeah, I'm glad you said to make that correction, man. Because really to expand on the word field, we went throughout the world. All right.
Deuteronomy 28 and 25 in the NLT. The Lord Yahweh will cause you to be defeated by your enemies.
Yep.
You will attack your enemies from one direction, but you will scatter from them in seven.
Yep.
You will be an object of horror to all the kingdoms of the earth.
Yep.
And in the KJV, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
So there you go. We were dispersed into all kingdoms. All right. Even in that, go ahead, bro. Even in that, we rule. All right, go ahead.
I was just going to add, one time this week, how much I said and they were the disciples, you're going to be prophesying even to the uttermost parts of the earth because you're going to be scattered there and that's where the great deliverance is going to be at. So you're going to be prophesying in the areas that you're going to be delivered from. If we're going to be delivered, if we're going to be delivered around the four corners of the earth, and the Lord said He's going to gather us from all parts of the earth, that means we have to be scattered in all parts of the earth. I do got to fix it. It's Isaiah chapter 62 verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. So the Lord said He will not rest because what we doing right now and what's going on across the four corners of the earth, a global movement with the world called the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. This is ultimately orchestrated by Yahweh Shah, but it started long before we even before you even came over here. Going back to what you were saying about we were scattered across the four corners of the earth. That's why you had disciples like Paul. He was going through to the other parts of the region and prophesying to the Hellenized Jews and bringing them into the knowledge of who they are. And we doing that same work even to this day. So the Lord, He has not stopped. Just because we went into captivity, the Lord, I'm like, all right, they too far gone. This verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give Him no rest till He establish, until He make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So we working. The Lord put the Spirit on us to do so, and we're, like you said, we doing it in the four corners of the earth, in the places where we were scattered to, where the great deliverance is gonna be at.
Isaiah 22 and verse 17. Behold, the Lord Yahweh will carry you away with a mighty captivity.
What was that mighty captivity? The global slave trade. It wasn't just that triangular slave trade from West Africa to America to the islands. No, it was that global slave trade. We were all dispersed. All right?
And will surely cover you.
Yep.
He will surely valiantly toss and turn you like a ball into a large country.
Now, what is that ball being tossed, man? Those slave ships in that Atlantic Ocean, man. Tosses like a ball into a large country. Have you ever tossed a ball, like a beach ball, in the swimming pool? It bounces on the waters. So it's like the Most High taking those slave ships and bouncing it across this transatlantic, man. The 80-day voyage, man.
There shall you die, And there the chariots of your glory shall be the shame of the Lord's house.
Because ultimately you die as a glory. You know, you die as a nation. All right, you get demoted. All right, as a nation, man. And it said mighty captivity. How do you know it's mighty? Because we still here. We're here in Jackson, Mississippi because of a mighty captivity. And most of our grandparents go back to what? Mississippi, somewhere in the Delta, somewhere in the country. Natchez. At the coast of Mississippi. At the coast of Mississippi, Louisiana. So where did that come from? Those shores! Those shores, man! The Carolinas, the Virginias, Jamestown, that area. Hey, we came through those shores, man. If you have any insight about geography, you know how the western part of America looks? I'm sorry, the eastern part of America looks. Here I'm talking about geography. You know, if you have any idea about geography, you know about the eastern part of America, those shores on the east coast, the southeast, to the down south, man. We came across those shores, and that's why you watch the movie 12 Years a Slave with Solomon Northup. All right, he went from New York. I forgot that part of New York he was from. He was in New York and he got kidnapped and got shipped down to, I want to say, Louisiana. All right. Why did he get shipped down to Louisiana? Because all it take was in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, the Virginias, Georgia. Because that's where the shores were, man. So we got tossed like a ball valiantly throughout the ocean. All right, we landed on the shores of America. It said in home that a Deuteronomy, what does it have a scripture? Home that a Deuteronomy. It said, I will send you in a land where you know it not. All right?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage. I have given thee, dearly beloved of my soul, into the hand of her enemies. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage. I have given thee, dearly beloved of my soul.
Now, if you go into the word heritage, it goes into property. Where your house property? Like if you have a woman, that's your property. She's an extension of your estate, man. All right, we're your house property. So he gave up his heritage, his property, man. So he literally gave his property into the hands of another people. That's why we had no fucking power. If you got pit bulls, can those pit bulls control who they breed against, or can you? Or do you control who they breed with? You control who they breed with, like horses. Because horses are your property. Pit bulls are your property. They worked us and bred us like cattle, man. That's why they call us boy, man. We were their property, man. All right? This is real. This is, you still got auction signs in America. I want to say in Georgia, am I right? Slave auction. Historical. You know, your grandparents still got beat post-traumatic slave syndrome before they went back to the Most High. Eat with their hands and shit. You know?
I got a precept just to prove that the Most High is our owner. Hey, this is Isaiah 1 and 3. Ox knows his owner, and an ass his master's krill, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
Because the Most High gave his possessions something called boundaries, restrictions. What the fuck are those boundaries? Those laws, statutes, and commandments. So when you don't consider it, it's as though you don't have a God. You know, you don't have a landowner, you don't have a Lord. What does the word Lord mean? Breadwinner. So as long as we kept the boundaries, we stay within the boundaries of our Lord, he gave us bread. He gave us protection. Because what is a Lord or a father or a husband? A provider, a protector, a priest, a leader. But one thing that comes with that provision is those restrictions. We did not want to keep those restrictions. So we didn't keep the restrictions. He took down his hedge. You don't respect me, I'm taking down the hedge. And I'm going to give you to the streets, the field.
Because if I could just make a point, when you go into like the scripture limitations, and it talks about the perfection of beauty, and what made us beautify? It was the law, statutes, and the commandments. Right? That's what made us, that's what gave us the perfection. That's what made us to be perfected. It was the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what beautified us. Obedience, man.
Yeah. You separated us from the rest of the nation.
That's right. And when you eat pork, or even when you line up your hairline, hey, that's spiritual fornication. Anytime you break the laws, statutes, and the commandments, from a spiritual standpoint, you are cheating or having an affair with another guy.
I've been with them streets.
Period.
That's Tupac taking a picture with Faith Evans. You know, Jake is Faith Evans, man.
Is it a bug?
Yep. So I fucked you up. Hey, go ahead, brother. I know what the post is.
This is the back of corner. This is Ezekiel 16. I'm read verse 1 and 2 and I'm jump. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abomination. Now I'm jumping to verse
Her
5.
abominations, her filth. Them little dirty photos you got in your phone that you won't show your man. All right, that's why the I don't know if you ever seen the movie Killer Season with Cameron.
Oh yeah.
Killer Season took his boy to the back. It might have been Joel. He said, "Come on, I'm gonna show you something right quick. I got something I gotta tell you."
Right.
And he showed his other folks on me like stealing on camera.
Right.
He was like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
showed them on surveillance. That's how the Most High was with Ezekiel. So look at them making cakes for Tammuz.
Right.
They think they sick.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Read verse 3. It says,
I got a
it
precept
says,
too.
and say, thus said the Lord God unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite. Going into all the other gods that our people were worshiping. And I'm going to jump down, verse 5. It says, none I pity thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion unto thee. But thou was cast out to an open field, to the loathing of thy person in the day that thou was born. Jump to verse 8. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness.
That's all. If I can add, he said he spread his skirt. That was a marriage proposal. Cause remember Boaz did Ruth like that. When she sat at his feet, he put her skirt. She put his skirt over him. That was a marriage proposal. That was an ancient custom. So yeah, he said he spread his skirt over the. You know, that was a marriage proposal, man.
He did that with Moses. When Moses gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, that's how he was joined to us. Think about it. This is a spiritual marriage right here, man. Because ultimately, when you go into sin, another definition is when you miss the mark. How do you miss the mark? When you break the law, statutes, and commandments, you miss the mark.
Right.
It says, yeah, I swear unto thee and enter into a covenant with thee, said the Lord, and thou becamest mine.
Yeah, he went into a tent.
That's right.
The Most High went into our tent, man.
That's right.
And we became his wives.
That's it.
All right? We signed those vows. Because a covenant is a contract, man. All right?
Then washed I thee with water. Yeah, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna jump
Hey,
one
what's
more.
the oil, man? The wisdom. Come on, man. That's why you blossom amongst the nations. It was the baddie amongst the nations, man. All right?
Hey, can I can just add one thing? Because the elder priest of Bible brought up by Moses, man. And when Moses was on Mount Sinai getting the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you know, in the world, Jake go to a particular place to pick out a ring, get ready to propose to his woman. So those law, statutes, commandments, when Moses coming down with them, was like the Most High proposing to us,
Right,
man.
right.
And they before the proposal even come about, they was already out there, you know what I'm saying, cheating and messing around, committing fornication, man. Building golden calves, doing all kind of wicked shit, man. So that's why the Lord was done away with us, man. That's why he killed a lot of them niggas off in the wilderness, man.
Yeah. Because we didn't keep our word.
Right.
Because after Moses read the law, statutes, and commandments, what did our people say? I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And then we turned our back on the Most High.
Because going back into the covenant, both parties have responsibilities and duties in the covenant.
That's it.
So just like how I was going into, we messed up on our end. We went outside the boundaries of that contract. So therefore, the Most High wasn't he wasn't obligated to uphold his end.
That's it.
You know, just like with the athlete. Like if they catch an athlete on the motorcycle and that's in this contract, they're not obligated for him to get that money or to re-sign. You know, so that's how it was with us, man. We started operating outside that contract. So the Lord, that what they call it, it made void. Yeah, it made the contract void. I got one. Unless you have some more.
I think I got one more.
Okay, yeah.
Let's jump down to verse 15, just since you said that. It says, but thou didst trust in thine own beauty and playedest the harlot because of thy renown.
Hey, yeah, that's having you trusting in your own beauty. I don't need the Most High.
Yeah.
You know,
I can get another
I
man.
can get another man.
Yeah.
I'm baddie out here.
That's
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
and poured his out thy fornications on everyone that passed by.
What does that mean? You slept with every nation's philosophers.
Right.
You laid in bed with every, and you still do it. To this day, Jay got that big, what's they call the
Yep.
tattooed in the middle of the chest.
Yep.
To this day, you worshiping Christmas Serapis.
Yep.
To this day, you're talking about some Elijah Muhammad.
Yep.
To this day,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
There's something wrong. The whole thing with the hand, that really goes back to has like a little hand. You know, Jake can have like the charm with the hand on it.
I don't know what that.
Yeah.
I can look into
Going
it.
to that.
Yeah.
Let me look into it.
They got, got that 5% of shit.
5%.
Pan Africanism.
Niggas got pyramid tattoos on him.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing that.
Yup.
He is, it was.
Oh, yeah.
He is, it was.
You had jumped first.
Yeah. Real quick. This Deuteronomy 32 and 15. But Jeshurun, which Jeshurun goes into Yashawan in the Hebrew, which it means upright one, because it was like a nickname of Israel.
So what made us upright, bro?
Lost that name.
Yeah.
But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxing fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the Most High, which made him and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
That's why the Most High kicked us out of his house. Remember, he gave us that beautiful house, the land of Israel.
Yeah.
We committed spiritual fornication. We had the money.
So we lightly esteemed the rock of our salvation.
Right.
We began to be unappreciative.
That's right.
Like El Zahab always say, like the nigga woman is a representation of the rebellion of Israel. Like she's extremely unappreciative, rebels against. She does the opposite of what you say. Like that's a constant example of the rebellion we did as a nation, man.
And that's what women do when they don't have to put their work in. They don't value the relationship. But when you got a woman that's chasing you and things of that nature, she's going to value more because she has to put in that work. So the Most High spoiled us, and because of us being spoiled, what happened? We rebelled.
Yeah.
Because the Most High is the good man, and heathen is the streets.
Yeah.
So, like when you get with a woman, right, it's a good chance for us to talk about Southern Kingdom. She was through the streets, right?
Yeah.
So when you first get them, it's like, damn, man, never there, ain't nobody treat me this way.
Yeah.
They got that consistency, that stability, kind of like a safety net to them. Well, what happened? They get complacent.
Yeah.
So at first it's like, damn, ain't nobody treat me this good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I thought, wow, they get complacent.
Bored, now you bored.
They bored.
They know they see the options that they have.
Yeah.
The ways that they can go.
Yeah, they got the one time, but they said thou trusted and not greedy. Did it not say that?
Yeah.
So what happened with a woman? Like the nature of an American woman, she feel like, damn, I really settled for him.
That's right.
So it's like, bro, I'm stuck with the Most High. Like, these laws, like these heathen niggas, they ain't got these laws like that.
But then Satan in her, look, I'm still young.
Yeah.
I'm still fit. I'm
Yeah.
beautiful. I got long hair.
Yeah.
My body's straight. I can get any man I want.
That's right. Thou trusted and not greedy. And just like Israel in the ancient world, Eve hate them restrictions.
Right.
Because what Eve is, when we look at Eve and there's all these platforms about the black woman and the gender war and black man, this so-called black woman that, we're looking at us in the ancient world. He's showing us, because most I did was similes. So we're seeing us 2,000 years ago. We're seeing us in Ezekiel 16. It's like, yeah, I got you from the streets. You was in the streets, like you was naked and broke. And I got you and I put you in this position, but then you acclimated to that. You got complacent.
Hey, since you break that down, you remember the Punisher with John Travolta?
Yeah.
Remember how the Punisher made him think that his wife was cheating?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, his wife was Puerto Rican, and so basically he took his wife, so John Travolta was tricked, making it, he actually thought that his wife was cheating on him. So basically, he killed his wife, and before he killed her, he said, look, I took you out the streets. You was in the slum, I did this, I did that. And so what he did was he took her to this train track and just dropped her down, and then the train ran over. But that's how mad he was, because he felt that she cheated on him. All he had provided for her.
Jealousy is the rage of a man.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1, starting verse 7. Am I not even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsel. Pull thou off then the hair of thy head, and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient unto my law, but it is a rebellious people. How long shall I forbear them, unto whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power have I smitten down. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of the two provinces, even of Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak thou therefore unto them, saying, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader, and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light and a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet have you forgotten me, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token for you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there.
I ain't going to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Won't even open the door.
But it's the same little chick that the streets gave to you.
Yeah.
You know, you was broke, you know, with that little cheap lace front on top of your head, man. Yeah, so the most I saying, look, I gave you this, I gave you that, I gave you your own room, your own apartment, you know, I gave you all these things, I gave you a priest, I gave you a prophet, I gave you structure. The best. I gave you the best.
You know, so spiritual. As you're breaking this down, you see a Jake man and a Jake woman walk.
Yeah, man. So showing you, because we was the most. This book is a love story, man.
Can I say this too?
Yeah.
To show you how ungrateful our people is, man. Lord done all this stuff for niggas kept complaining. We just kept complaining about everything. But you going down, them niggas said, I'd rather go back to Pharaoh. Them niggas said, I'd rather go back to be a slave.
Well,
that's some bullshit.
But have y'all ever seen this movie called Casino with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the top movies, right? But you know, Robert De Niro fell in love with that woman.
Oh yeah.
He was,
Sam Rothstein.
yeah, okay.
Too much Sam Rothstein.
Too much flossing.
I gotta catch up with
Yeah.
y'all. I just remember this part right here. That he was the boss that loved her.
Yeah.
But it was a low life that had her mind.
Yeah.
It was the pimp had her mind. You know, and that's who had her mind. You see? See, but the Most High was the boss, so that's just like us, man. The Most High, he gave us our own land, our laws and everything. But who still had our mind? The heathen. The philosophies of the heathen, man. All right? So, brother, I ain't want to miss out on the scriptures. Brother, all right, get yours and somebody hold Ezekiel 16 NLT.
I still got it.
Okay.
That's what I'm reading.
Oh, shit. All right.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, Wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity?
Okay.
Or what sin have we committed against the Lord our power?
Say it again. Read it again.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, Wherefore have the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our power?
What is the sin that we committed? Did it not say in Proverbs how a sinful woman, she eat it and wipe her mouth, said I have done nothing? See, that's why we know, this is why we're here. This is why we're here, man. We're here, and the Most High is reading to us. He's showing us. He's showing us why we're here, man. That's the nature of this world. We committed adultery and wiped our mouth, because here we are, you making cakes for Tammuz, and you think nobody sees you. You know? And to this day, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, they still making cakes for Tammuz. Don't they make cakes during Easter and Thanksgiving and Christmas? Don't they have these little egg hunt rituals? You know? They could be 52 years old, a broken man in America, ride past you on so-called Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas, y'all. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11, Then shalt thou say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, said the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart.
Hey, just imagine how much worse it is now. Because we walked out of our own imagination, out of our evil heart, right? But now we got something called the media and social media that amplifies your dark nature anyway. So Jake is worse now, I would say. You know?
That they may not hearken unto me, therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there ye shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you faith.
Hey, this is where and really the whole earth. Because everywhere when the Israelites are scattered, we're serving other guys, they have a different religion, and we're the underdogs in that society. What do you call it? Over there in India. It's basically like, hey, brother, you know the name of Jake over there in India? It's a word that means outcast. Yeah, but that must Elon, they straight up Jake, and they ain't no Israelite foreigner. They're like straight up Jake, and they basically be beneath the lowest of it's Cindy or it's something. But it's one of the words, it's untouchable, it's one of them, man. But we're all throughout the earth, especially Southern Kingdom, all throughout the earth in these little separate communities, and we're the underdogs of the underdogs. So even the bottom of those different heathen are above us in those different nations. Just like America. Even a broke Edomite, they're still in general like above Jake, you know? You know, an Edomite make $50,000 a year and say he's poor. They be out here roughing it, man. No driver's license, you know, a criminal record. You gotta have a woman support, you know what I mean? Wars and shit, you know? All right?
Next verse 42. Salvation from the captivity.
Okay, come.
This is verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yep.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whether he had driven them.
See, this is going to be the most miraculous time in the world history. In the future, the Israelites being scattered, not only throughout America, but throughout the world. But did it not say in Matthew, I will gather my elect from the four corners of the earth? So just imagine every single brother and sister that's of the elect being exclusively delivered into this chariot. And I have reason to believe that chariot is about 2,000 miles long, bigger than America. That might be the fathership. So just imagine. Huh?
Might be that same chariot that led us back in ancient Egypt. You know? And was Yahweh Shai.
Because they said in ancient Egypt, between the men and the women, it might have been like 1 million people going out of Egypt. Maybe 2 million, I can't remember at this point. But it might have been like a few 100,000 men. When you factor in the women and children, it might have been 1 million of us leaving out of America. Out of Egypt. So you can imagine there has to be a mass chariot hovering over 1 million people. That has to be a pretty big chariot to hover, cover 1 million people at one time.
Can I back you up?
Yep.
Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up here. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
That's why it's our job to fight the good fight of faith. Because Satan sends so many distractions in our mind to derail our mission. The center our attention and our time towards folly.
That's right.
All right?
Just to back your point up the point, it says in a cloud. Not clouds, but in a come up here in the Hebrew, in a cloud.
Fathership.
That's right. And it goes to show you that those chariots has what? A sound system. Right? Don't Jake like to put sound systems in their whips? And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Wisdom of Solomon 5.
I got one too.
All right, go ahead, brother.
It's 1 Thessalonians 4, I'm starting 16. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahweh shall rise first.
Yep.
Then we which are then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we
So in the clouds is talking about the sky. To meet the Lord in the air is talking about a chariot, a fathership, man.
I was saying it's like, hey, the Most High is saving the greatest for last, man, because this is gonna be the greatest appearance of your house shot. Because the first time he came in lonely on the ass, you know. So this is gonna be the greatest delivery, because we're gonna be delivered by chariots, right? Scripture say the legs that scarce be saved, but the first delivery was out of Egypt, but walking, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be the greatest judgment, because the first death was the flood, but this judgment is going to be, of course, America's going to be a lake of fire, but the Lord is coming with the chariots and the holy host of angels, and it's going to be a war, man. The Lord is going to set the record straight on who the highest is, man. So he's saving the greatest for last, man.
And just to back you up, priest, like you said, and we walk out being led by a chariot.
Yep.
A chariot.
You know why? Because we're Emirates. Like, we're the importance of our nation.
That's right.
And like, and not only are we the elect are the importance of the nation of Israel, that's the importance amongst all nations. So just like somebody that's important in a different nation, they're surrounded by bodyguards, they're surrounded by security. That chariot hovering over us, that's a signal saying, oh, these are my people. You know?
And like the brother said that, like the Lord, when he led us out of Egypt, it was Yahweh Shah in that chariot. And just like it said he shall come himself, because the Lord, like we said, the Lord, he coming to save his possession. He coming to save, he personally coming to deliver those who stood stiffly for his name. Like Ezra saw them, he commended them. The Lord personally putting crowns on brothers' heads. So it makes sense that the Lord will personally deliver his own chosen people. And he personally, and every eye should see him. So every eye is going to see the Lord delivering those who stood stiff.
That's right.
Real quick, 1 Corinthians 10:1 NLT. I don't want you to forget, dear brothers and sisters, about our ancestors in the wilderness long ago. All of them were guided by a cloud.
A cloud.
That moved ahead of them.
Fathership, man.
And all of them walked through the sea.
And even when you go into Isaiah the 6th chapter, it talks about how the chariot, it was actually a chariot so big that you had smaller chariots connected out of it. Right? They showed you that on that Tom Cruise movie. What was it called? War. Right. So he saw those. You said what now, bro?
Even on Independence Day.
Even on Independence Day. So where did they get this information from? The scriptures, man.
You think Esau is oblivious to what comes into his space arena?
Right.
I don't see this 2,000
Right.
You don't like that, right?
Now, when you think about the vision Ezra saw, he said it was so big, he could not see where it started or where it ended. So it only makes sense that the deliverance will be in a chariot.
And one of us, we came back to, we don't know who we are today, but we was under the name Daniel, we saw that same chariot.
That's right, bro.
Carved, what's that, it's stone carved without hands?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we wrote it down, you know? All right?
Think about, it said ancestors. Think about our ancestors that came over here from slavery on those ships. What was they saying?
Sweet
lost,
yeah.
Sweet chariot, coming to carry me home. You know, so
I looked over Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
Come by ya, come by wa.
So how we Africans if we looking over Jordan?
Right. Yeah, we skipped the Nile River.
Yeah, and our people actually saw that too on them plantations, man.
Yeah.
Right? What technology were they talking about?
Right.
And we knew what it was.
And we knew it. That means we had some type of spirituality to be able to identify a sweet chariot coming to take me home.
Actually, that connection.
Right.
That's right, bro.
They say they look at band of angels.
That's right.
So, going back to what Priest said earlier, the 70 AD, when they ran out of Jerusalem, over into Africa, they still kept their heritage. Right. In order for them to know that, the Most High was going to be their deliverance, because that's who they were calling to.
That's why they had to bring that Psalms 83 in, man. That's why they had to start negotiating and getting them counsel together, because they still seen hope in our people out there, man. And them devil was seeing them chariots too, I'm sure. Yeah. So they had to be like, we got to do something.
And to back you up, Christopher Columbus. Hey, he was talking about the chariots.
That's right.
Chariots led his ass over here, man. Along with the apostles.
Just fulfill biblical prophecy.
Right.
It's done, bro.
1 Corinthians 10:2. In the cloud and in the sea, all of them were baptized as followers of Moses.
So what's the sea? The heavens.
All of them ate the same spiritual food, and all of them drank the same spiritual water, for they drank from the spiritual rock that traveled with them, and that rock was Yahweh Shai.
Yep. And ultimately, that food was the law. We had the manna and the quail, but the spiritual food was ultimately the law, man. And that's why I said, man shall not
Live by bread alone.
Man, that's right. Man should not live by bread alone. Yeah. But show you this Psalm 104.
This is Psalms 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the water?
Bro. No, that sea was actually talking about that Red Sea. This is actually talking about the sea. It was basically divided. It's lucky, bro. I had to make that correction.
All right, this is Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chamber in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot?
So on the planet Earth, in the military, you got something called camouflage. So I think I want to say around the Persian Gulf War, the military uniform went from like camouflage green to tan, because they knew they was going to go from like the jungles, like the Vietnam War, to the Middle East. So the uniforms changed color, the camouflage. So the Lord of Hosts, really now is Yahweh Shai, he has this camouflage. And what's this camouflage? Clouds. Clouds. The clouds, man.
Traveling the greatness of his strength.
Traveling, and we have all types of, Esau has all types of captions and photos of clouds that really shape like chariots. He knows.
When you think about it too, because the Lord, he even gave that which is, it's part of their coat or whatever, but he gave animals that type of coat where they can camouflage with the natural environment.
Yeah.
And the clouds is a part of the natural environment. That's a design from the Lord.
A natural habitat.
Right.
It's beautiful. Like a serpent could camouflage in leaves and trees, and it's right.
A chameleon.
Go ahead.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind?
And who walks on the wings of the wind? That's the chariot, man. And you can hold Psalm 97 too. The real brother.
Come.
All right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, starting at verse 3. And this is going to, and of course, Satan was trying to tempt Yahweh Shai, man. I'm going to read in the NLT. During the time the devil came and said to him, if you are the son of the Most High, these stones to become loaves of bread. But Yahweh Shai told him, no, the scriptures say people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the Most High.
Yep. All we need is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's word, man. That's our comfort. That's our bread. That's our nutrients, man. All right? Captain Support, you know something?
This from a quote from Stephen Hawking. He says, if aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans.
Man,
Right. They know.
Yeah, they know.
They hit us with the bread and circuses to keep us distracted.
Right.
But they're watching, man.
Right.
They're watching, man. So they know what's coming to America. They know who's coming to America. And they know why they're coming to America.
And what did Ronald Reagan say? That we were attacked by outside forces. When we join and come together. But y'all got your chance doing WW3.
a lot of times when we be going to that kind of stuff, I think about that little clip that had Richard Pryor and them Edomites where they had went to this like a tomb, and Richard Pryor started reading out the book of life. We the true people. And then when Esau started, they started bagging out, and they locked his ass up in there. That was a symbolic, like we know the truth, but we locking it within our chambers, and they pretty much use the scriptures to manipulate Jake, man. They turn it upside down and make it wicked to promote their agendas and to get Jake to do what they want to do versus just giving them the truth, man. That's why they had like Jake's being those speakers for the overseers, man. And one of the main things was saying, thou shalt obey thy master, man. But we know now, the master, we talk about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, not no plantation owner. But that's how they would use the scriptures, man. And Jake was, spiritually in tune, such to a sense where they fell for it. But that's their counsel, man. That's where their counsel came in. They started switching it up and changing it up. So Jake started thinking that, damn, this is my master. Back to Psalms 83, that Israel no longer being remembered.
Also, that master going to our elder apostles too. Those are masters too, in the spirit.
What that Corinthians 16?
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Where you started?
Man, I want to say the top, man. Yeah, you gonna start at the top? You start at the top, bro.
NLT, right?
Yeah, well, you want some kind of supply before we start? Okay.
Y'all should mind. It's going to the top.
Yeah, let's start from read the whole thing, huh?
This is Ezekiel 16 and 1 in the NLT. Then another message came to me from the Lord, Son of man, confront Jerusalem with her detestable sins. Give her this message from the sovereign Lord. You are nothing but a Canaanite. Your father was an Ammonite and your mother a Hittite. On the day you were born, no one cared about you. Your umbilical cord was not cut, and you were never washed, rubbed with salt, or wrapped in clothes.
Yeah, you were just a little chick in the streets, man. Nobody cared about you, man. Annie in the orphanage. That was America, man. I'm sorry, that's not America. That's Israel in America. It was Israel back then. When we were in Egypt. Nobody cared about us when that last pharaoh died when we were in Egypt. All right? Yep.
No one had the slightest interest in you. No one pitied you. No one pitied you or cared for you. On the day you were born, you were unwanted, dumped in the field, and left to die.
Yep.
But I came by and saw you there helplessly kicking about in your own blood. As you lay there, I say, live. And I helped you to thrive like a plant in the field.
Yep.
You grew up and became a beautiful jewel. Your breast became full, and your body hair grew, but you were still naked. And when I passed by again, I saw that you were still without law.
All right?
And when I passed by again,
like Adam and Eve, they were naked. They became aware of their sins, like they were exposed. All right?
And when I passed by again, I saw that you were old enough for love. So I wrapped my cloak around you to cover your nakedness and declared my marriage vows. I made a covenant.
I'm sorry, this is when we were on the Mount Sinai. It's like King Mount Shah was like a priest.
Yeah.
Like, like a priest that married a man and a woman. He married us with the Most High, man. All right? Vows.
I made a covenant with you, says the sovereign Lord, and you became mine. Then I bathed you and washed off your blood, and I rubbed fragrant oils into your skin. I gave you expensive clothing of fine linen and silk, beautifully embroidered, and sandals made of fine goatskin leather. I gave you lovely jewels, bracelets, beautiful necklaces, a ring for your nose, earrings for your ears, and a lovely crown for your head.
Hey, you was the Most High's PYT, man. You got you a cutie, man, got you a PYT. Because a man's glory is what? It's woman, you know?
J. Cole said that, some years ago. He said, if I can gift wrap the globe, I'll give you the world.
Yeah.
He talked to his woman.
Yeah.
Now, that's Jay's natural glory at the end of the day, right?
And then it referenced the Lord as the sovereign Lord, and he made that. This is basically him saying that he made us a sovereign nation, because at first we wasn't like him, so he basically made us like him, likened unto him.
Yep. Right.
It's like
He upgraded us.
It's
They
like
say
a man
that.
taking a woman out of the street. But when you take a woman out of the street, what happens? You can take the woman out of the street, but you can't take the street out the woman.
She still got that animal in her. That
Right.
lust.
So that's why we got to get that new body, the new mind going into the kingdom. Of course, the elect don't get it on this side, but the 2/3 got to be reborn.
It says, and so you were adorned with gold and silver. Your clothes were made of fine linen and were beautifully embroidered. You ate the finest foods, choice flour, honey.
Started eating organic. Keisha didn't know nothing about organic before she got with you. Eating grass fed. Wearing designer. Gave her, like you said, gave her those designer bags and shit. All right.
Knowledge increased.
Yeah, that's their wisdom.
Like we knew how to live off the land even more, because the Lord gave us our own land, and it was the best land. So we knew how to. We already had the knowledge, but we knew how to take care of ourselves even more with the land we were getting.
Hey, like I say, this is highlighting the point you made earlier about Casino with the Robert De Niro character in the chick, man. He done took her and gave her any and everything she wanted, man. Just beautified her. She didn't have to want for nothing, but all the same, her mind was somewhere else.
Hey, the streets were still in.
On the other side of town.
And that's real talk. That's real. That's how that works.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, you ate the finest foods, choice flour, honey, and olive oil, and became more beautiful than ever. You look like a queen, and so you were. Your fame spread throughout the world because of your beauty. I dressed you in my splendor and perfected your beauty, says the sovereign Lord.
So from a reality standpoint, there was nothing else the Most High could do. Any and everything we wanted, He provided. You know, He gave. All our needs were actually attended to, and we still went off because of this fleshly heart. You know.
She was looking out those windows because it tells you in Sirach, the 42nd chapter, the NLT, in the GNT, Good News Translation, it says you have a daughter that's fast. Put her in her room where there's no windows. But she can't even covet men. So now what happened in the ancient world, Israel was covered, she was lusting after the philosophies of the other nations. It's going to go into that allegorical. All right?
It's just like what Eve say today's time, like we outside, you know?
Yeah.
You know what that means. They out unprotected, being, doing whatever activities that, that's not according to the laws.
Yep.
It says, verse 15, but you thought your fame and beauty were your own, so you gave yourself as a prostitute to every man who came along. Your beauty was theirs for the asking.
You thought you was independent. You thought you didn't belong to any man. My man don't own me. Most High don't own me. I'm single to married. He ain't married, be married. You know how this shit go, man. All right?
You used the lovely things I gave you to make shrines for idols where you played the prostitute. Unbelievable.
Yep.
How could such a thing ever happen?
Like the Most High showed Ezekiel on a surveillance camera, like, look at this shit. Look at the case of top going through these little Harlem houses and under these little groves and woods. All right, go ahead.
You took the very jewels and gold and silver ornaments I had given you and made statues of men and worshiped them.
Yep.
This is idolatry against me. You used the beautifully embroidered clothes I gave you to dress your idols. Then you used my special oil and my incense to worship them.
Oh, like we used to be spoiled the Egyptians, right? But then what did they do with their gold? They made golden cows.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So man, Israel really got an ancient past, man. Israel really, and you sit there and think like, this is why we're here right now. Most High beat the hell out of us. All right, go ahead.
Now that you're thinking about it, now you look, reflecting back, like you said, unbelievable, like damn, like you really went off.
Yeah.
It said, verse 19, imagine it. You said before them as a sacrifice of choice flour, olive oil, and honey I had given you, says the sovereign Lord. Then you took your sons and daughters, the children you had born to me, and sacrificed them to your gods. Was your prostitution not enough? Must you also slaughter my children by sacrificing them to idols? And all your years of adultery.
Now it's abortion clinics.
Yeah.
Now sending them off to the military, man. All right, go ahead.
In all your years of adultery, but let Esau Edom raise them.
Yeah, because really, what you gonna say, bro?
No, that's all.
When you send them out to the school system, which we really can't help that for a lot of brothers, it's like sacrificing them into westernization thought, man. By the time your son's 5, he's weird now, man.
So it's very important that you detox them.
Yeah.
So as soon as they come back from school, you gotta give them the truth.
In all your years of adultery and detestable sin, you had not once remembered the days long ago when you lay naked in the field, kicking about in your own blood.
And you know who else reminds me of this? Eve from West Africa. Now, I don't know the extreme details, but almost every woman that you meet from West Africa, she's divorced. You say, are you married? I'm divorced. I am divorced. But she wanted to come to America and play the harlot. That's how I know a lot of you West Africans, y'all are Eve, man.
That's right. Yeah, westernization is heavier, like South Africa.
Yeah.
Even you watch those movies on Netflix, they act just like Jacob here.
They do.
Fashion, the weaves, all of that. You actually thinking that you're looking at American Jakes, but they're actually in West Africa or South Africa.
You want to leave that good man and that tradition and come over here and play the harlot.
Right.
Tell me I'm wrong, man.
That's right.
Almost every woman you meet, because y'all are Eve.
That's right.
And Eve, and I speak as a man, it's a reflection of our behavior.
That's it.
Eve's behavior in America is a reflection of our behavior in Jerusalem, man. And the Most High said, y'all was my beauty. I took pride in y'all, and I couldn't help y'all. So you're not gonna have your woman on this side. You're not gonna get Eve till the missiles come. You know?
The scripture says, "I don't want to be trouble in the flesh."
Yeah.
So even if you have Eve, you don't have Eve.
The West got them.
The West got
Let's go let this family. Bicycle, man. That's better, man. That World War II help.
I said my old supervisor.
You probably cool though, right?
He not at people that work.
That's what we talked about then. You know, how old school Jake like that are like little boys, you know, not growing up with me.
Verse 23, what sorrow awaits you, says the sovereign Lord, in addition to all your other wickedness. You built a pagan shrine and put altars to idols in every town square.
Woo! Altars to idols in every town square. Is there not a church on every corner of the hood? Every town square. Every block. Come on, man.
Big business.
Big business, man.
It's the
Sunday.
American way.
Yeah, man.
On every street corner you defile your beauty, offering your body to every passerby in an endless stream of prostitution.
Oh, what's that? Your churches, your college campuses, your clubs. Because look, what goes on college campus? Sororities, fraternities, orgies, orgies, just debauchery, man. All right, clubs is debauchery, orgies, adultery. All right, church is idolatry, adultery. Because all those women playing dress up for the preacher, for attention.
Yeah, college is nothing but orientation for prostitutes.
Yeah.
Party, flunking out, drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
And then when your grades get too low, what happens? You leave a major university and then you go to a JUCO. That's it.
There's lots of women, maybe on social media platforms, they be saying that they had their whole phase within college.
I'm telling you.
Almost every woman that's about 30, they'll tell you, I had my fun in college.
Exactly.
When I was a little girl, and that's the feminist narrative, that I was a little girl in my 20s, you know, I was just a child.
Right.
But now I'm 46 now, I'm grown.
Right.
Woman got more bodies than King Bun.
Yeah, shit.
Like college is like where Esau get his final results of what he's created, man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
polishing your ass up.
Yeah. Pull you off the assembly line and put you in the word.
What BG said, I got a whole graveyard. Keep shooting them body counts,
Right.
All right, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 23, start verse 20. It says, she lusted after lovers with genitals as large as a donkey's and emissions like those of a horse.
Now, what does Eve talk about, man, when they get amongst each other?
How big Jake is.
Yeah, how big Jake is, or how they can guesstimate Jake's size. Like a brother sent me a little TikTok video. It was sad, man. Eve was like, if I find out, this is what Eve said, man. She was like, if I find out you got a horse between your legs, I'm gonna hit you with a good morning, my beautiful black queen. So I'm gonna hit you with a text like that. And it's like basically like Eve saying like, this is my mindset.
Right.
But the point is, you got that whole spirit. Read that again.
They did.
Yeah.
Right. It says, she lusted after lovers with genitals as large as a donkey's and emissions like those of a horse.
Now, if you ever Google a donkey's genitals, you'll see why I said it. I'm quite sure brothers didn't Google that. But it says that there for a reason.
Yeah.
Because in the Middle East, it's very, because you're around horses and
You got
donkeys.
livestock,
You notice that shit.
You see
Yeah.
the work, man.
You notice that shit. So Eve, this is how she look at men.
Yeah.
But this is a metaphor for how we lusted after the philosophies of the other nations, man. All right?
Jump down verse 28. For this is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh says, I will surely hand you over to your enemies, to those who you loathe, those you rejected. They will treat you with hatred and rob you of your own, leaving you stark naked.
Hey, and that's what side niggas do. You know, side niggas want you as long as you with your husband. But as soon as you become their possession, hey, all of a sudden the interest is gone. Exactly.
Because a side dude, that's another hope, and best believe it was Eve. She was like, See, the main niggas, they for stability, but the side niggas to blow it back out. So, but if you leave a dude for stability, if you leave him, the side nigga can't stabilize you.
That's right.
See, the heathen not gonna stabilize you.
Right.
All right, they don't have no laws to stabilize you.
That's right.
All right, they're just for fun.
That's it.
But now when you leave stability,
Right.
the fun turned into the misery.
That's it.
Misery,
That's
man.
it. Hey, just going back to casino. Remember Sharon Stone was on the phone telling the pimp, look, I can't do it. I can't do it. And what was he doing? No, you gotta stay. You gotta stay because that was his stability.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, because she was bringing the loop back to him.
But this, did it not say that in Ezekiel 16? You took all the things that I gave you and made it to idols for them.
That's right.
You cash up on them niggas, man.
Right.
With the money I gave you, man.
Tell them niggas.
Man, they had this one thing. Somebody screenshot what this woman did, man. Somebody put it on YouTube. This woman said her work husband, right? Oh my gosh, she said her work husband. She said she wanted to play a trick on her actual husband. She told her actual husband that she wanted to get some Uber Eats. Yeah, she told her side dude to come to the door as an Uber driver. The actual husband came to the door, took the guy.
Yeah.
Like the dude that snatched his wife.
Right.
And gave him, and he got the food from him as though he was an Uber Eats driver. Man.
And she kissed him.
Yep.
She kissed that
Yes, she
nigga
did.
before the dude received the tip. And the tip that he got the night before, well, the next morning or the next time for lunch, they ate off of him.
But you know what though? You know what though? Starting with the apostles of Great Millstone. Starting with the apostles of Great Millstone. Starting with High Priest Ariella. Probably Elder Abba Bibby. Just guesstimate. You so-called black women in America. You so-called black, Hispanic, Native American. You know why? When I read Ezekiel 16, I can't help but to think about Eve. But you spoke on this a while back. What happens to a harlot? What's the end result of a harlot, man? She get burned.
She get stoned.
She gets stoned.
What did say in Revelation 18 chapter? I mean, how shall come with that great millstone?
That's right.
He's going to judge that whore, America.
A lot of you women, Eve, man, you single mothers out here. Single mothers, man.
Going down to your side, nigga.
See, hot girl summer gonna turn to a cold winter. Hot girl summer gonna turn to a cold winter, man. Because the Most High showing you our people, but he also breaking down the spirit of a horrid woman. So you can like, this is Eve psychology. You lusting after men's genitals. All right, you taking the good man for granted,
Right.
and you sneaking off with the side
Right,
dude.
right.
You know.
And once you hit that wall, now you want to run back to the good man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or when the streets reject your ass,
Yeah.
you want to come back to, hey, big hand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What
You
you
know?
doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
Miss you.
Yeah. So when the streets, so the heathen reject your asses, that's why, what's that, in Judges? I think it was that Levite. He had that concubine to play the harlot. And then what happened, when he went to her city to get her or whatever, basically she got sodomized real bad. But when he found her in the morning, he broke her body into 12 parts and dispersed her into the city. And that was like the most gruesome thing that happened at that time. What was that a metaphor of?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we've been scattered out throughout the world.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Man.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in Ezekiel 23:29 NLT said they will treat you with hatred and rob you of your own, leaving your stark naked. The shame of your prostitution would be exposed to all the world. Hence the translated slave trade. That was our humiliation ritual amongst the whole world.
Hey, that was our slut walk.
Yeah.
Our slut walk, man, because everybody saw it and it was naked.
Everybody saw it now. Everybody can pop it.
What's so
We-
crazy
Go ahead, no, go ahead.
and what's so crazy about we actually have slut walk like the zoos. But they came from Jake.
Yeah.
The zoos. That's how those originated.
I wouldn't be surprised the word freak show came from there. Like us and the fools.
Before you had mentioned in scripture, we talk about the one that was chopped up and spread it out. You know, it just was that the Edomite or a Northern Kingdom guy that took Eve in Milwaukee, chopped her ass up and spread her throughout Milwaukee?
Guess where she was from?
That's what she was from.
Vicksburg.
Vicksburg.
She
No
was
shit.
from Vicksburg, moved to Milwaukee. You're right, just to give you some more
And
insight.
got parted up.
Yeah.
That 19-year-old chick?
Yeah.
Hey.
Guess who his role model was? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
That was his role model.
Hey, good for her. You know what? You lust after the devil, man.
Yeah.
How the fuck you feel like I want you?
Yeah.
But you got Christmas rappers all in your head. You got the Edomite supremacy, man. You been chipped with Edomite supremacy, man.
And it showed you that the devil threw what you need. You
That's
used
right.
up.
That's
He don't
right.
need you no more. Now you just just a casualty of war now.
When the scriptures say 7 women should hold on to one man, if you a single mother, you might not ride. You better have been a sister following us, because yeah, you let them hit it, Raw. That's right. Yeah. So I got a feeling the Most High put a spirit, man. And the main victim in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be you single mothers, man. You single mothers, man.
They gonna kill off a lot of. Oh, so lot, bro.
No, I was just saying, the scripture said, woe to you that are with child or they give suck in those days.
Because really what we have is the single mother epidemic we have amongst the 12 tribes is really like into widowhood and warfare. So it really only supposed to look like this if it was like World War III. And all of us had to go to now you have all the single mothers.
So-called Native Americans, when they left their teepees to go hunt, who did Esau go attack first?
Yeah. So, yep.
Oh, I was gonna say, think about it. Eve don't even like taking care of her children now. Now you remember, brother, knows during the pandemic. Look how Eve was bugging out, man. I seen a couple videos Eve talking about I had to go outside and smoke. These kids drive me crazy. So just imagine when they in the so-called comfort of their own home, but you know when the scripture says people should come prisoner of their own house, and they got the kids in there, they can't give them no snacks, they can't give them no food, or nothing. The electricity or the internet is down. Them kids gonna be driving these motherfuckers crazy because they only used to having them 3 hours a day.
I see it on Eve's face now.
It's hell for her.
Eve got them 2 kids in the car, and she got this look on her face like, I am catching like her face is shot. Yeah, so again. Yeah, and we need to hit hard times. Yeah,
They ain't hitting it.
They'd rather be at work than at home.
Hey, that's how the Most High said towards Esau, Edom, that I have planted you in certain places. Just consider the fact, to have a baby without having a man in mind, or to have a baby out the government, you planted yourself in certain places. So the government stopped giving you aid, all right? And you're not with your man to get the kid by, it's over with. And this baby, if it's men surrounding your house, this baby don't want to be quiet. All the baby knows I need food and water, food and milk. So the baby's going to get violent. Here it is, like a Haitian equipment. He put in Haiti. The lady was like trapped in the house. She was in the house. There was men outside her house wilding. And she was crying like, somebody help. Yeah, man.
Isaiah.
What you Isaiah 32?
Yeah, you in
Oh,
there.
I didn't know.
Yeah, go.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
What is ease? What is ease? I'm sorry.
Come chilling.
Chill. You comfortable.
I'm going to have a baby because I want to have a baby.
Yeah.
My bestie had a baby. I want a baby. I'm going to put that nigga on child support. That's another stream of income. Yeah. That's how bitches talk amongst each other. Like, girl, all right, you have a baby. First of all, you're gonna get food stamps. You get 2 weeks. All right, then you know everybody in your family gonna support you.
Section 8.
Section 8. You know you're gonna have your baby shower. Then a nigga tall, light skin with a nice gray hair. Like your son, oh girl, if you have a boy, all of it. It's some slave shit. This is the logic of a horse.
Tax time, dependent.
Yeah. So that's ease. Now we also put into it, brothers going into it like how that ultimately goes into America. But you can actually break this down to a woman, man. It's twofold. But our women are at ease. So if you holler at a woman and she don't say shit, you know? Or a woman can talk to you and 2 weeks later she ghosted you.
That's it.
That's because she has ease, the ease of having options.
That's it.
That's because she doesn't need we live in a feminist world,
Right.
a feminist reality.
Right.
In a feminist reality, a man is not there for provision and protection.
Yeah.
A man is there as a tool.
That's it.
Either a tool for sex, a tool for stability,
Right.
a tool because she's bored, she needs somebody to talk shit about her coworkers. Maintenance.
That's it.
She might have different streams of tools.
And then you have people like Mona Scott making these women more careless. You know, Mona Scott is the chick that came up with the concept of love and hip hop. But guess what? Mano said that basically he went to her house one day and he thought that they was gonna watch some episodes. Guess what she said? No, me and my husband don't watch this stuff in my house. But meanwhile, you project it into other people's households. So you're like a drug dealer. It's cool to sell to Jake in this neighborhood, but to my uncle, to my mom, to my kids, it's off limit.
Don't get high if you own some
That's
block.
it. That's it.
But going back 1999, 2000, I don't want no scrubs.
Yeah.
So we were already, even like our generation,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, that was just getting, that's conditioned.
And look how the Most High mocked them. They didn't want no scrubs, but they became the brokest group ever. And
No
sold all
Vaseline.
them fucking records
Yeah.
and became the brokest group ever.
Yeah.
That's a sense of
Good.
humor.
Yeah, poetic justice.
Yeah, now you a scrub.
Up that there.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Back in Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Hey, this is his voice. The prophets.
Yeah.
Prophets, man.
Because when you careless, you don't care about nothing. You think everything is going to happen your way on your time all the time.
Hey, and being a single mother is careless.
That's it.
You purposely saying, I want to beg him to have this baby. Dude is fucking.
Right.
I want a baby.
Exactly.
That's careless. Making babies off the government, that's careless, man.
You're not even thinking about his future. You're thinking about your own.
Yeah.
Like your son and daughter's development as a child.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like you said, that's careless,
And
man.
as soon as a man hear about his woman being pregnant, automatically he think about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, he's thinking about future tense. The woman think about the here and now as far as the carnal gain she can receive from this product. Because your kids ain't nothing but a product to
And then when
selfish bitch.
these single women try to talk down or bad about a man, don't want to deal with them because they got kids. That's not fair.
And that's crazy.
Well, look, some brothers have done that. And brothers that done it, a lot of times got betrayed, or the woman get if her ego get inflated, and all this stuff you did is not enough, man. So after a while, it's like it's baggage. It's just baggage, man. It's baggage, man.
So what's they saying that how to go? You get all the responsibility, but none of the disciplinary.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. Because you're two.
Yeah.
So, hey, we not Jake. The 1/3 are tired of being tools, man.
And you said a tool, another stream of income.
Yeah, another a tool for stability.
That's it. Bro.
Now you the help.
They want the provision, but not the restriction.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. The commitment, but not the conviction.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that shit earlier today, man.
Right on time.
That's it.
Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Yeah, we coming to this time frame now,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't have that spiritual head around you, meaning the Most High send you a prophet or a man of the Lord, you're going to die.
But the Most High, I've been looking at this stuff, right, brother? Like I look at, okay, like the single mother trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at the Glorillas, I look at the Lottos and stuff, right? I look at these liberal women, right? It's like the Most High got a war strategy. He's setting them up to be vulnerable at the time of Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
If your whole psyche, your whole mindset is fuck these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole mindset is like, yeah, this is my main nigga, this is my side nigga. Like, and this your whole logic is like, I don't need a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because they actually go out and say, we want y'all, but we don't need y'all.
Right.
What is the Most High see you up for? He's setting the stage for it to be open season on you during the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
It's going to be, you're going to have, in your mind, you're going to have a justifiable reason not to assist Eve.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a land of the law. And I know brother seen where it was an Edomite that got snatched up. He had the door trying to get the door to do his acting. Snatched her right up there, man, from the door and ran off with it.
Talking about catching bodies, man.
And we literally, it's still this society have somewhat what you call a law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Standing law. So like the elder was saying, so what about when it's not? The society is a lawless land. You know, when you can't call 911, oh, you strong, independent, don't need a man or woman.
And the one thing about Jake been in some places. Jake watched me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jake watched you go to your apartment, to your car, to work, back from work.
Yeah.
He'll watch your ass for weeks.
Yeah. Your schedule.
You know your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Jake watch your ass. Jake is a master in wickedness.
That's what a leper does. A leper will fucking wait for days, if not weeks, before it strikes and take you off his property.
No mistakes.
No mistakes, bro.
So I believe the Most High set the stage for you because the time of Jacob's trouble, it's more women in our nation than men. The time of Jacob's trouble is going to be very gruesome, especially for Eve. Like King Masha said, 99% of you so-called black women are going to die, man. But y'all are liberals. What does liberal mean? Liberated.
Yeah.
You really live free. So the Most High is not with that free spirit shit, man. That masculine, liberal spirit shit, man.
Because a woman's supposed to be enslaved to her Israelite man, just like we are enslaved to Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? And when you're liberated, that's how you restore a nation. But wait a minute, when it comes to these other women within these other nations, they're not liberated. Right? They still go home, cook, clean in most cases. Although we're still in a westernized society, but they're still following their men. It's only you women. You women, you're the target. You're independent. You don't need no man. You're the only sector of women that have that mindset. You don't hear Reba McEntire singing about that shit, being independent from her husband.
You got Sierra pregnant ass, some of all her single women. She married and pregnant and shit, pregnant and twerking and shit. Summer Walker pregnant and twerking and shit.
But meanwhile, Sierra selling you drugs.
Yeah.
But me, real talk, because if you think about it, she's living with Russell, what's his name? Russell Wilson. And you had a lot of Jake women calls her out. Well, wait a minute. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're married, so why are you telling us not to be married?
Yep, so Eve, we have certain Eve amongst the blind that's waking up and saying, wait a minute.
That's right.
This feminist shit, huh?
Has it been bamboozled?
They've been bamboozled. Like, this feminist shit is a hoax.
That's it.
So you do have certain Israelite women that's like, man, this feminist shit, like, why do they want me to be against my man so bad? What's the play?
It's a setup.
What's the setup, man? All right.
Yeah, a lot of this is the time where the Lord really taking a lot of Eve's up. This the last time Israel gonna be judged. You know, after Jacob's trouble, after the Third World War, Jacob ain't gonna be judged anymore. Jacob will be in the kingdom. So all the wickedness that Eve has done, you know, the Israelite man too. But the focal point is on Eve. Everything you done previous lifetime, but especially in this lifetime, you gotta be judged for it. Like Eve think that she get away with a lot of stuff. How you done treated? You probably came across a man of the Lord, even if before he came into the truth and treated him wrong, you know, and you never got judged for it. Not at that time. This is the last time Jake finna be judged. So, like you said, they really getting set up.
And this upcoming destruction of America, it's like a grand finale. Like you look at any reality show, what be the best one? The very last show. You be off your feet looking at it, you know what I'm saying, down there.
Waiting on it.
You're waiting on it, man. So how much more the anticipation for the destruction of America?
To answer your question to that, just was talking about, Eve going off and not, taking hold to a man or following a man. This is Sirach 25:1. And three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before Yahweh Shai and me. The unity of brothers. He saw no, if we come together and be one mind, like Yahweh Shai is bringing us together now.
Yeah, he gave us
right. He can't fool us. He can't trick us. And what going into the scripture said, well, if it was possible, the very elect may be fooled. And it says the unity of brothers, brethren, the love of neighbors who is our neighbors, our fellow brothers and sisters in the truth, in the faith, our king. A man and a wife that agree together. So if a man has a wife that's of equal yoke, she's agreeing with him and she's following him as he followed Yahweh Shai. So that's a complete household that's standing. And he can't break it. He can't break that down.
So how can the man and the woman agree if her mind is saturated with feminism? Right. So y'all under the same roof. You trying to serve Yahweh by Shema Shai, but she got this Western shit. Right. Instead of her mindset being to serve you and enrich what you got going on, she has her own agenda, man.
Right. Yeah. So she gonna be combative with you.
Yeah,
she gonna always have something to say, man.
That's why Solomon said it's better for a man to go in the corner of the rooftop than to be in the same room with a continent woman.
Right.
Yeah, contentious, right?
Right, contentious.
And this is Ezekiel 96. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man on whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
So coming to think of it, Captain Lamar, the kidnapping was judgment. You know, women get snatched out of homes.
That's right.
And kidnapping is judgment,
That's
man.
it.
So, one, and that's because the scripture brought that to mind. Like, we're not gonna have a carnal perception of what's going on out here. The kidnapping is judgment, man. You know,
It says women and maids for dumb fools and women. You know, so it's telling you doubling up. You women and through the spirit rate, y'all really gonna catch hell.
That's right, man.
so really Esau snared you. Ultimately, is the Most High's chessboard with whatever woman falls for feminism and doesn't repent from it. She's gonna be outside the house.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be outside the hedge of protection.
That's it.
So when the time of Jacob's trouble, like imagine going through the purge and you outside the house.
Right.
Like you outside of an actual house during the purge. It's over, and you with a baby. It's over with, man. You know? So we're in that time, man, because when I think of Eve and feminism, it's like a grievousness to my spirit how they are resenting, against us like that, man. But guess what? The Most High is going to judge you, man.
All right. And if I can say, and it again, it shows you that Esau used the scriptures to come up with some kind of plan to bring destruction when it comes to the nation of Israel, because scripture goes into how a woman is a man's glory, and ever since the days of Adam, this serpent has been using Eve for every aspect to help bring Jake down when it comes to taking the stability out the home. You know what I'm saying? Taking Jake out the home. That was another building block to having degenerates, man, and creating these women who prey on their own men to get financial gain or like particular goodies, if you will. But see that vintage, them goodies that Esau been giving Eve, all that shit coming to an end, man. It's drying up. All that, the wig, the Section 8,
That's right.
the food stamps, the child support, income tax.
Because, you know, I'm seeing more and more women have homeless signs that say pregnant, homeless.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what happened to your women in Section 8?
Right.
And women gonna start rolling up on brothers, man.
Mhm.
When baby seats in the back, say, hey, you got money, you got anything? You know, let's start. Prepare your mind to experience and get used to women rolling up on you, talking about, hey, you have any money?
Yeah.
You know?
You said that happened to you not too long ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I'm leaving the grocery store. Eve roll up on me like in a white Altima, and it's the two little ones in the seats. She's like, hey, hold on. She's like, let me wait till you can walk by because I'm open on my business. She's like, do you have any money? Damn. And my mom, like, God, yeah, Eve, I'm gonna be asking for money? Damn, what times are we in? So you have any money? I'll take cash out by, you know?
Hustle.
Yeah, she probably hustling. Yeah, if it's like cash out.
But it's real.
But what are you willing to barter?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, keep it stacked with
Heard you
you.
got
She
some
had
good
the little
prices,
ones with
too.
her.
Huh?
I mean, I said I kept the integrity because she had the little ones with her, man. I was too righteous, brother. No,
No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't play out, you know.
Bro, I was doing a video yesterday morning. Anyway, I'm doing a video, man. Chick roll up on me talking about, hey, excuse me, sir, can I borrow your phone to call my stepdad? But damn, bitch, I'm like, you ain't got a phone? The government give them away. Homeless people got phones. Bitch, you ain't got a cell phone?
What about that Obama phone? Yeah, Obama phone?
Yeah, get that Obama talk.
And then you did get a plan for cricket.
Yeah, get the cricket plan. Damn, bitch, no, I'm busy. God damn.
Hey, get Psalms 83, bro. You get Psalms 83, bro?
So,
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 7.
Okay, 3 times.
Oh,
Lamar had it, I had
Read.
3.
Isaiah 32 and 7. The instruments also in the churl are evil. And that churl goes to like a low down, pretty much an unprincipled person. That's referring to the tabernacle of Esau Edom, be given the higher ups. They want to set up all these instruments for our people to continue to live a lifestyle of degeneracy.
That's right,
You know?
bro.
So it says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Even when the needy speak it right. But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things should he stand.
Hey, the point is, man, the Most High has snared 2/3 of our people. Because just like the 2/3 is mostly Eve,
Yeah.
but even like the nigga mindset, because the nigga man is laden in adultery. Man. That nigga man, he's laden in adultery. That nigga is lower nature. Jake is low nature. And even you might look at a Jake like, oh, he little class and kind of got, man, them niggas wicked, man. Them niggas wicked, man. So 2/3 of our people gonna die, man. And it's not gonna be a quick death, because a quick death is a merciful death, man. You niggas gonna go days, weeks, months, well, very literally eat. You're gonna start getting real creative with your diet, man. You know? You're gonna start getting real creative with some of your babies might be missing. You got 3 baby seats and 2 babies, man. Make that make sense, man.
It's real.
It's real, man.
It's real.
It happened before. So a lot of our people, man, and you guys want to jump in. Yeah, but a lot of our people, man, they are, it's about to be a rude awakening, man. If these cities are, if they're wilding out in the cities now, and we're still in a state of normalcy, if they're wilding out in Jackson and Memphis and New Orleans and Chicago and Little Rock, they doing that right in Baltimore, LA, and they're wilding out right now. And we still got our lights on. Imagine when there's no more food on the shelves.
911 still working.
Because we've been far away from sovereignty. Jake is not growing their food in mass. Jake doesn't have their own nigga on Wall Street. No, Jake is 100,000% dependent on Esau.
No ownership whatsoever.
No ownership whatsoever.
Ecclesiastes 1:13. Whoso fear the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last.
Yep.
And he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Yep.
Just like you say, you know, because hey, when death comes on the elect, it's gonna be a quick process. But on the wicked, it's a long process. And to die of starvation, Lamar loves to get into that. To die of starvation, that is a painful and antagonizing death.
And slowly pining away.
As you have hallucinations and shit.
The body turns into its own cannibal.
That's right.
And you know what? That's gonna really hit America hard, because this is the most gluttonous country in the world, man.
Bro.
Jake says eat, and I'm going, goddamn. But I like to eat. But some of these niggas just eat and eat and eat. Full as a tick and continue to eat.
At least you eat kosher food, brother.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna help make you, 40% of Americans waste 40% of their food. Yeah. And somebody did in Isaiah, thou that dwelleth in pleasure. Is that Isaiah?
But I like to say, I am working to be exempt.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? Esau put chemicals in the food to make us addicted, man. He put death in everything.
Taking chemicals everywhere.
That's it, bro.
Jeremiah 49:31 in the NLT. Go up and attack that complacent nation, said the Lord Yahweh.
Complacent, man. Careless. All right. You have no hedge. All right. You have no fucking because most cities in the ancient world were surrounded by forts. We call it fixed cities.
Yeah.
You know?
City with walls.
City with walls. There we go.
Like Troy. When
Yeah.
you come into Troy, that big ass wall.
Yeah.
You had what you call it, Washington on the tower. There you go, bro.
That's why they had to come in with the Trojan horse.
That's right, bro.
So the prophet got a Trojan horse.
That's it.
You know? Go ahead.
Its people live alone in the desert without walls or gates. So you can freely go to Louisiana, Tennessee, so forth and so on.
No checkpoints.
No checkpoints. According to what Second Ezra said, it goes to the prophecy going to the martial law checkpoints.
15th chapter, like the man should desire to go
Going to the city.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to maneuver through our city. You're gonna have that thermometer very soon.
And that's the real reason these interstates were created. So the what they call it, those tanks to maneuver better.
Yeah, that's why they keep
Working on
these
That's
houses.
it. Make them smooth, wider.
Let's get ready for those tanks.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of drones hovering over cities.
That's
soon.
it, bro.
There's gonna be like a new thing, police drones, curfew.
So that's gonna be also in those rural areas too. Jake, these Edomites like live out the green, so called. Yeah, them drones gonna take care of that.
They're gonna be weaponized. They're gonna be weaponized too.
Because you get out your house, you walk out your house at the wrong time, them drones gonna pull up. Where the fuck you going? Get your black ass back in the house.
Actually, they showed a commercial with the drone who was out handcuffed and told him to put it on. He was under arrest, and if he didn't put him on, it was gonna tase him and shoot him. So that's the mindset that they're going in. But there's a movie we were talking about that one time. There's a movie I think it's called Drone. I have to look at it.
The Will Smith was
No.
that was in the jungle.
Yeah, they was in the drone and then
the drones was coming in and checking them, and the military was actually fighting against the drones, and you know. And now that they got that infrared, you know, they can actually see through things, walls and everything. So they know if you're in the house or what you're doing or whatever.
Hey, man, that's why we gotta have your house watching me outside, man, because that's gonna be the only refuge we gonna have, man. There's gonna be no hiding place except for under the banner and the protection of how watching me outside, man. Like you say, man, they got all this technology, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see the heat of your body, to see shit through transparent. I mean, it's nothing. The scripture say he is wise in the team. This man, who blessing was the sword, and the sword comes in so many forms, man. Anything that can be weaponized or beneficial to his dominion, if you will, or him just having control of everything is the sword, man. These drones, these cameras and shit now. I had looked at my house the other day, you know what I'm saying, go online just to look at the old picture. It's a brand new goddamn picture from a couple days ago. Well, it just took a picture of, so these satellites are constantly taking pictures of every address in America, man. You can pull up your apartment, it's gonna take a pictures, man. Right. So there's no hiding place, man, other than your house watching me outside. So I said we need the most hiding.
It's Isaiah 47, verse 8. Therefore, hear not this, thou that art given to pleasures.
Thou that are given to pleasure. So the average American is given to pleasure, right? Talking about America itself, but the average American is the daughter of America. So that means you're addicted to pleasure. You're addicted to food, you're addicted to drugs, you're addicted to liquor, you're addicted to porn, you're addicted to sex, you're addicted to social media, you're addicted to the attention you get from social media. You're addicted to what you find out in America. The average American is a dope head.
That's it.
The dopamine is overstimulated. They release too much fucking dopamine. You release too much dopamine on TikTok, too much dopamine with processed food, with music, with drugs, with sex. Now you're just like a whore, you're never satisfied. So the average American would never settle down. It's why the 50, 60 chicks still want to be young. Alright, so the average American is really ruined. They're junkies. That's it. They're fucking junkies, man.
Show you they follow me in the heathen because they say the heathen is he's never satisfied.
Yep. He said, unfortunately, he's got two sisters. Give me and something to that effect. But the average American has an insatiable mindset. That's why they can't stay married. They can't, like nothing lasts in America, man. Because your spirit, your soul is ruined, man. You're never satisfied. You're never satisfied, man. That's why, like a woman settling down, it's like prison to her. So she tries to extend that period, her freedom period, as long as possible, man. All right, eggs drying up, she's still not ready to settle down, man. You know?
It's gonna take one night for that grid to shut down. Like they keep hinting about rolling blackouts. You know, it might be happening sometime this summer. That so-called going green, how they keep advocating about that. That's really leading to rolling blackouts and shutting off the power grid. So he's like, keep telling you before you do it. This is where prophesying.
Get Jeremiah 37.
Like them chicks right, they don't stand a chance, man. They don't stand a chance, man. They too busy trying to be men, man.
That's right, we just talking about.
Yeah.
Rise up the women that are Eve's, careless daughters. All loud as shit.
They ain't got a fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah, nah. And she was talking about a loud, clamorous woman.
Yeah.
You know, blonde hair. Well, they don't say blonde hair, but like a loud, clamorous woman. They have blonde hair. All right.
Jeremiah 37. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Yeah, we're approaching this time frame right now, and this time frame has not even happened yet. This is the time frame the prophets are warning you about. Okay, Jacob's trouble. A situation or a condition or a circumstance made exactly for Jacob, right? Customized for Jacob. Now who is Jacob? Modern day Negroes, modern day Hispanics, and modern day Native Americans based on the lineage of your fathers. Go ahead, bro.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, trouble in the Hebrew is going into what? Straits. Strait, which means what? A position of difficulty. So the Most High is going to put each and every J in a position of difficulty. So he's the one that's going to place us in that straitjacket, that strait, or that trouble, and it's going to be Yahweh through him to take it off of us.
We get that in Amos, you know. As if man did people aligned, you know. Yeah.
That's interesting about, you know, Jacob's trouble, because look at the positive effect Jacob had on other nations. So how much more when that negative effect happens?
Exactly.
Because Jacob's trouble is just not going to affect Jacob only. It's going to affect all these other nations.
Esau gonna be consumed into it. That's right, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be like a cancer. It's gonna start at Jacob, and it's gonna attack the other cells, which these other nations, bro.
But he should be saved out of it.
He is the elect. All right. He shall be saved. Yahushua, with that nomen omen. What, which means what? He is the Savior. He is the deliverer of Israel. So Yahushua is going to save Jacob out of his trouble, which was designed from Yahweh to the nation of Israel, but at the same time frame, these other nations are going to be consumed in this trouble as well.
Yeah, but you think about it too, it shows how desirable the Israelite man is.
That's right.
You know, when you think about it, 'cause I've been meditating about that movie, Get Out as a lady. You know what I'm saying? And you know, classic movie. You know, and, you know, a lot of movies have messages, man. Like, you know, brothers speak about different movies. You know, over there on the line over there, brothers speaking about the Book of Clarence. Personally, I still got to watch that. You think about the movie Get Out, man. Esau, Edom, they really want you Jakes, man. You know, because they desire you for different things, man. You know, for your gifts. But ultimately, they know that we the people of the Heavenly Father. You know, we in the time, like what they had said, you read that again in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, so like brother had said, Jacob's trouble, that's custom designed, you know, for the tribes, man. You know, and we're already in tough situations. Like the average Israelite lives a hard life. When you look at all the tribes, man, you know, you meditate on Judah, you see what Judah go through in America. But you know, you think about you know, tribe of Benjamin. Like Benjamin just got that rough nature. Like those are some hard brothers, man. You know, but they live hard lives. You know, and all the tribes pretty much live like that. You know, Levi. You know, whether you know, in Louisiana or on the island of Haiti. You know, or wherever the tribes are, we known for pretty much catching hell. You know, but see, this gonna be different, cause you know, Jacob used to going through hell and somehow coping with it. You ain't gonna be able to cope with this though. You know, it's like, you know, like Priest Lamar had said, man, them two e-bikes riding, what that thing called? Yeah, riding that slingshot, that they don't stand a chance. You know, with that Glorilla vibe on them. And I've been noticing too, man, some elders here pointed out a while back, Jackson, Mississippi ain't no different from fucking Memphis, man. You know, it's just, you know, Memphis got a little more going on, but you Jakes are the freaking insane, man. You know?
It's the middle school version of Memphis.
Yeah.
That's true, man. It's like a heavy experiment going on right now in Memphis. Like I said earlier,
It's the new Chicago.
it's like a new Chicago, man.
Wow.
And you got Edomites telling you that if you want to go downtown and get some barbecue, don't stop at red lights. Don't stop at traffic lights. That's how bad Memphis has got.
Yeah. And so, and if it's like that in Memphis, you can only imagine really nationwide. In Babylon, Babylon's closing for business. You know? And we you know, get some scriptures on that, you know, Lord willing. This place is closing down, man. You know? And I was gonna tell Elder Z about it. Ain't no way they'll take the damn Books a Million. Like, you know, Jay we don't got many bookstores in Jackson. They gonna take the damn Books a Million store, replace it with a damn weave shop.
Wow, they did that?
Yeah, replace it with a damn, it's a beauty zone or some shit now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, man, you can't make this up, man. You know? Here it is, like you know, Jake already is deprived of, you know, knowledge here. You know, you take the only bookstore Jake got in Jackson, replace it with weave store, man.
Shit, Jake wasn't going there anyway.
Yeah, now it wasn't in bulk, but you had a few, you know, you know how it is, like, okay, well,
Small.
yeah, you can't have nothing.
When that demographic started changing up, because we've all experienced that.
Yeah.
You'll live on the side of town, all the good stores on that side. When too many niggas start moving in, the good stores leave.
Yeah.
Then like the knockout stores come.
Yeah.
So you got the whole nigga starter kit plaza market. The beauty shop. So there's gonna be a Dollar General in that motherfucker somewhere. Yes, man. Nail salon. Family Dollar. So it's starting at here, man. That's how you know, like, okay, when that happens, that's how you know it's gonna start going downhill, man.
And all the family dollars are closed.
And that shows you the state of the economy ultimately.
Yeah.
Because people don't got it no more. And so the middle class is dragging down the upper middle class. Like me and Shapal was talking about today, hey, this is the law of gravity, man. America is over, man.
Got one for you. Go ahead. Sorry, here's some more. Okay. This the book Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. I just started at verse 3. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
Yeah. So men, like just to lay on back the brother, because you were just speaking about this, dealing with this economy, man. You know, hey, basically, people gonna be in a situation they're not gonna know what to do.
That's right.
You know.
If I could add, because the keepers of the house, they're trembling. The economists. What does economy mean? House management. So the economists know basically that the middle class is finished. Bro, you cannot have a strong society if your middle class is dying off. Right? That's the bloodline.
Yeah, you have to have a productive class.
You have to have a productive class, which is the middle class. That's how significant and important. How do you think that Revelation 13 and 16 is going to come to be about? Because the middle class is gone. So the upper middle class, either they're going to be rich or they're going to fall down to the poor.
Hey, Dr. Phil broke it down on the video that Elder Preacher Quat put up. Dr. Phil said they going away with the middle class. He broke it down. All right, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window.
Or the grinders cease because they are few, you know, meaning little to no jobs.
What's a million clothes? Just like you see your poor.
Yeah, wow.
Hey, Elder Apostle Gabar's latest video,
Yeah.
man, you showed like LA downtown.
Well,
Oh my goodness. Everything for lease downtown, man.
And everybody's leaving Cali. Maybe because the rent too high. I think the property tax is too high. But everybody's leaving Cali and coming to Texas, specifically Austin. But the people in Texas, they hate that shit because the average,
They do.
Because the average Texan is conservative. See, and then Cali, they come with that liberal ideology. And it's just, hey, it's just that's a conflict in itself.
Now the prices in Texas don't go up.
Yep.
Because of the influx of people from New York and California.
And the same,
In New York.
and the same thing's happening on a smaller level with, say, Nashville and Atlanta. Because everybody's from these bigger cities moving to, say, Atlanta, that's affecting the housing market. So the price of the houses double. All right, it's not the same in Atlanta and Nashville that we're used to. Because everybody and their mama's coming back down south, man.
That's called supply and demand, people.
Yeah, that's right.
AZ, that's like breeding grounds for like a civil war, right there.
Yeah.
The scripture did say the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Conservatives and liberals in the same cities. They're bringing that hippie shit down there. Them motherfucking Texas, they different, man. I commit to cities, y'all. Dang. Drugs, it's taking down a lot of things. It's back. It's all around. They don't got that quality like they used to. It's every night beat. Just like y'all was saying, you know,
Jake Watts, YG, that's all right. She go around the corner. They ain't gonna take that ride.
Just like you were saying earlier, Jake Watts, every movie.
She going around that corner. They ain't gonna take that ride.
And Jake aggressive, man.
Yeah.
Snap your ass about it, take you with them.
Yeah.
Drive, bitch.
And you got it, bro.
Back in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
Right. So everything is starting to get boarded up, man.
People getting laid off.
Yeah. People getting laid off and and expect to see more of that. You know, but the Lord does have it to where when those sweeps take place, the Lord does have it to where brothers are still able to make it by.
That's right.
Even when that pandemic happened, man. The Lord made it to where brothers still able to get through.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got people in America can't afford their car notes, can't pay their mortgages, right? Things of that nature, man. I think the average American has like only $500 in their savings account. If that, and that was 7 or 8 months ago. So imagine now since things has been intensified.
Yeah,
Something like the average credit card balance within America is like $7,600.
That's crazy.
wow.
A lot of them living off of credit cards.
And guess what? And a lot of that comes from your upper middle class.
And I
They
want to,
live from credit card to credit card.
it's like, Brian, when it cut you off, I know you're teaching. I want to say this too. The world has changed since the pandemic, man. So be mindful, and I speak for myself, be mindful of the mindset of the people that you bring into your world. Like, you know, you're a brother that might be single or whatever, like, be careful of who you bring into your house, man. Like, every little chick can't come over. Because, like, motherfuckers in survival mode, and they see, like, okay, he ain't got a bag like us. Motherfuckers scheming and plotting. So be careful, people that work at your job, right? They might work how you work, you know, work where you work, but you might have a little better than them, you know? So just be careful, like, don't broadcast your shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like I should say, open out that house that we met. Like the world has changed. The people really low key in survival mode, man.
Yeah, we got to be closed books, you know.
Like I say, and like it's back to the scriptures, but watch your neighbors too, man. Because these neighbors are real shifty, man.
Yeah.
You know. All right, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, start back at the top. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and shall.
I remind you of, getting up to an alarm clock, but pretty much we coming to a time a lot of people ain't gonna be getting up for that, man. You know, like the elder had said, it's a lot of people getting laid off. It's a video, like a little YouTube short, but it's a little comical. But somebody had filmed that roommate, like my roommate has got unemployed and he does this every morning. Pretty much showing the dude DJing and some shit like he doing this, like he had a rave party, But it's funny, but it's showing you like the state of where we at, man. And it's speaking of what the elder had brought up as far as Cali, and like brother had said, it being a mass exodus, that's happening. A lot of people going to Cali with these different dreams, thought they was gonna be an engineer or a doctor. They're becoming homeless, man. Like they not really broadcasting those 10 cities like that, but that's why the Spirit, like you said, Preacher Quat, Captain Quat, the Spirit got on Elder Pastor Gabar to show that video of how LA is looking, bro.
It was like that when I went out there, Sacramento, Oakland.
Yeah, it's
it
bad.
was like 10 cities, but that was years ago. So like you say, look at it now, man.
The pandemic shut a lot of shit down.
Yeah. And that's what that shit was designed for.
Yeah.
Ultimately, to wipe out the middle class.
They cut off those mom and pop stores.
That's right.
A lot of jobs got shut down.
Yeah. Because all that money went to not the mom and pop places, but it went to these major corporations who already had money in the first place.
America can't take another blow, and they know it. And they gonna hit it too. It's gonna be a wrap then.
Yep, and to quote Captain Abaya, dealing with as far as what the elite doing concerning the middle class, what the elite doing? It's all by design, man. So we gonna start seeing like a lot of these Edomites that live in these prominent areas. We gonna start seeing them look bad. I was laughing back there. I was like, man, like that makes you happy,
Yeah.
I see it more now. That kind of line.
Yeah.
There's a lot more Edomites with signs and shit.
St. Dominic's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And a lot of them be women too, and they don't be too bad. Some of them they don't look too bad,
Right.
But like, how you act?
Not yet.
Right, huh?
Well, yeah, it's gonna hit them after.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
huh?
But not to let dust off on it.
Not the dust off.
Just like the brother said, them living from credit card to credit card on the average people, they've been like that for years. Even when I was working in the workforce, the Edomites was like that. They were living from credit card to credit card. They come to work with a bag of Roman noodles, some crackers, and some other little things. That's what they lunch for the week,
And a lot of them leaving college too because of debt, man.
That's true.
That's happening at an all-time high rate now.
Back in their parents, when they with their parents, man. A lot of them are moving back in their parents. I'm talking about those older than me. Like, I need your help, bro.
Some point I can explain why though.
Wow, you got it, bro.
Hey, Deuteronomy 30:7.
Break it down.
And Yahweh, your power, will put all these curses on your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecute you.
Yeah, well, hey, well, that's the curses, you know. They're transitioning from being on, you know, the Jacob Israel to Esau Edom.
That's right, bro.
You know, they starting to get hit bad now, man. And a lot of us are doing better than them now.
Right.
Picture that. Who would have pictured in 2024 we doing better than a lot of these Edomites, man?
Bro, 10 years ago, you would have seen Esau come out of Domino's Pizza. I see a lot of Edomites eating from Domino's, bro.
Yeah. You know, we ain't gonna fuck with that shit.
Yeah, we'll eat Domino's.
They even working there.
Hey, you know, yeah, man.
Hey, more Edomite women getting assaulted by the police now, getting pulled over. There's videos like that on YouTube.
They sending their ass to prison.
Yeah.
Well, Esau's complaining about feminism. It ain't just Jake complaining about Eve. Esau's complaining about his woman.
Esau playing about feminism.
Yeah, Esau complaining about that MGTOW thing. That's really going against westernized women. Like, this shit's affecting them too.
Yep.
Yeah. But a lot of the Edomite women really try to protect and be like Eve, man.
Yeah.
So they getting that downhill slow too. Like
Yeah.
shit, man. It's life.
Hey, going back to what Elder Shaquan and Kazan was saying, so if all these curses is transferring from us to Esau, Jacob Trump applies to them too.
You gotta get it too.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna get their portion.
Man, bro, it's beautiful times.
Good. All right, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yeah, because you
trash,
man. Now you got it.
Yeah, that's all I agree. You got it, bro.
You know, and mumble rap, mumbo jumbo rap. You know, you can't even figure out what they saying. And then not only that, but you'll watch a music video and it has nothing to do with the lyrics, bro. It's just something just super satanic now, man.
And now it's just rappers rapping. We just got strippers rapping now. We just strippers rapping. Lotto, Gorilla. Stop scrapping, man.
They got this rapper named now, Baby Kid. He's like the new form of drill. He just screaming, I can't go, hit the stick. I can't go. That's how he rapping now, man.
Fresh out the laboratory.
Straight out the laboratory.
Y'all remember that song back in the 80s that collab with different artists had the song Self-Destruction, we headed for self-destruction.
Yeah.
That shit applies today. And it was right. This shit was headed for self-destruction, man. And that's what it's on. It's on self-destruct mode, man. With these goddamn Israelites, but they getting worse and worse.
But showing you we in a time the Heavenly Father's gonna bring a reset.
Yeah.
You know, and we just had an example. You know, Jake fried pastors. You know, the Lord gave a, you know, live and direct. You know what I'm saying? Example. You know, because basically the Heavenly Father, He's getting ready to start this thing over, man. You know, so we gotta see it get its absolute worst.
Esau be talking about build back better, but really, how Shaw's gonna do that build back better?
That's it.
America's hit the wall, man.
That's right. So burn your MAGA hats. Because America will never be as it was like 1970, 1950, 1940.
You gotta use that MAGA hat to extra food, extra money. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in Ecclesiastes, that's what that point. Okay, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 5. Also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way.
Yeah, because see, judgment's coming. You know? and ultimately, you think about when them nukes come, man. You know? And that's a horrible feeling, you know, something the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar, he mentioned, you know, years ago. A horrible feeling, somebody that have worked their whole life for this American dream. They up in their Benz, whatever car they got, they in that car, they looking up and the missiles on the way, man. So, you know, being afraid of that which is high, you know, because we don't want to be here when that, you know, that come. You know, our hope is to go up. You know? You got it out.
And the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth.
Yeah. Well, you know, Elder Zahal, you know, just speaking about that earlier, man. You know, because the average American is a stimulus junkie. You know, and sometimes we got to catch ourselves. You know, you would have a TikTok spirit on you. You're just scrolling. You know, just watching shorts. And sometimes, you know, it can be edifying videos, you know, educational videos, but still,
It's addictive.
it's addictive. But just showing you the age that we're living in, man. Everybody chasing like their next high, so to speak, you know? But desire's gonna fail. And the same thing the brother's reading lines up with Isaiah 24. Desire's gonna fail, man. You know? It's gonna be horrible to these people because we come into the time you're not gonna be able to escape. Like you spoke about, bro. The Lord will put these people in a straitjacket. You know? It was saying in Isaiah 24, strong drink gonna be bitter to them that drink it. Like you can't like cope with this shit. It's gonna be so horrible, man, because the Lord like to put people through it. You know, they like they showed you in that movie The Divide. If brothers haven't seen that movie The Divide, old movie now. But you know, you can still watch it. You know, hey, it's about to get sick out here. They show you Esau Edom gonna be a just straight up weird ass freaky demented individual, man. You know, a serial killer slash rapist. You know, that true Edomite nation gonna come out of them, man. And it's just like the average person, it's gonna be like that. You know, just like that sick nature gonna come out of them, man. Because of these times we're about to live in, bro. You know, so we coming to a time desire ain't gonna matter. You know, people having fun on you know, just for the weekend. That ain't gonna matter. You know, you got it, bro.
Because man goes into his long home.
Yeah, because a lot of people getting ready to go back to the spirit world, man. You know, we in the time when the Heavenly Father gonna judge he gonna judge everybody at once.
I summons people.
Yeah, he gonna summon them. Like you do for a meeting. You know, because you summoning somebody, you call them. You know, he calling everybody back to the spirit world at one time. You know, through these judgments. And like the other Sahaba brought out, you know, a while ago, it's a sacrifice. You know, just like you summoning all these spirits, because like the toll is going up. All these people appearing before the throne of the Most High at one time. So man, go up to his long home, man. You know, and hey, there's gonna be so many dead bodies out here, man. Like they're not gonna be buried. It's gonna be a normal way of life to just be walking over corpses, man. That's the time we about to enter into. You know, you got it, bro.
And the mourners go about the streets, or even
right. You know, you think about funerals, you know. But that's why the brother had, you know, read earlier. You know, you're seeking the Creator. Well, you know what it says in the first verse? You're seeking the Creator basically while you have time. You know, you do it in your prime, in your youth. And you know, you got exceptional brothers, you know, brothers coming to the truth, you know, when they're up in age. But just basically, you seek the Lord during that grace period. That's, you know, that's what it's going into. Because when this happened, the grace is cut off, man. You know, and just judgment gonna flow. Because a lot of times we go through particular things, we go through some trying times, you know, find yourself complaining. But then the Lord will show you a lot of reasons why we shouldn't complain. He'll show you like you drive past somebody, ain't no coincidence, it been a car wreck. Like, man, we could have been in that, you know? Or something else happened, you know, like this. Like we in a time, the Lord gonna start doing things, gonna remind you of like certain accounts of our forefathers. Like you read about them accounts like dealing with, you know, with Job, like it was hell like back after back after back, you know? And people like running to you like help, you know? We come to the time that you like that, you know?
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 6. Or even, or ever, the silver cord be loosed, or the golden.
There's silver cord in your spirit.
Or the golden bowl be broken.
That's a lot. Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 6.
And this shows you Esau Edom know the scriptures to a degree, man. Go ahead, bro.
Or ever the silver cord be loosed.
Or ever the silver cord be loose. Now I know this is a damn kids movie. Now I know a lot of y'all remember that one Disney movie, Hercules. But they show you like towards the end that them it's like some witches. But they pretty much want to take away his spirit, you know? You know, they show you like he was dying because you know he's pursuing his woman or whatever. Which you know, although it's like mythology, Hercules ultimately represented an Israelite, you know? But they showed you like them witches, they wanted to like cut that gold cord. The gold cord represented his life, you know? So, you know, we in the time, the Lord, but he about to call back a lot of spirits, man. You know, that's the only reason why I brought up that example. You know, but you know why they throw that in the movie though? Showing you Esau Edom know, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately, they know that we all go to the Heavenly Father. You know, you don't go to some hell dimension. Well, you know, bring up Hercules, right? You know, you got Hades, like the god of the underworld. That's all mythology, man. That's Greek mythology. No, if we all go to the Heavenly Father. Even Esau Edom goes to the Heavenly Father. That's in Job, the 3rd chapter. But just showing you, just brought that example up before the silver cord be loose. That silver cord represents your spirit, man. Because eventually we all get called back. You know? But we in a time too, like the Captain had said, man, we in a time Yahweh Shai getting ready to return, bro. So there'll be some of them that stand that should not taste the death. And you gotta imagine, you about to live to see everything play out, you know? So that's the greatness of this time, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
Or the golden bowl be broken. Or
the golden bowl is you, you know? And the Lord, you know, you break that body, your spirit go back. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of that. We coming to the time that the average Jacob, you know, they Israelites, but they about to get broke up. Like you said, Jacob's trouble, man. It's meant to break the tribes, man. They proud. Here it is, the word of the Lord coming out, and there's no respect, man. You know, we in a time where you even see, like, you know, certain Edomites have a little decency. They won't play like loud music past, you know, they come past the camera. You know? But Jake, man, that's why you see the Lord gotta hit up the tribes, man.
Right from the cameras. It's just like, what, a week or two ago, some Levites went by, they went behind the cameras.
They went behind, yeah.
Show some type of gratitude.
You know, because we got Jake Master.
Yeah.
Jake showing they actually who they really respect and who they really perceive as like a master. So Jake will look at us like, oh, you a nigga too. I don't respect him. You know? So nah, man, that whole black shit played out. Hey, but y'all got anything else? Everything? Want to give all of the glory to? Devil underscore elder apostles and elders, bishops of great millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Come here, Shalom.
Count up like a second.